Hi friends, it's Lori the Frugal Mom. Welcome back to my channel. It is Thursday morning and I figured I would just hop on and give you a quick health update. I will try not to keep it too long because some people complained that I talk too much and it took me too long to get to my point. So, sorry about that. And those of you who know me and have been with me for a bit know that sometimes I skirt around the topics, or if I'm tired, I'll lose my train of thought, but I'll try to stay very concise with this one. So I do have good news. Well, it's funny. Not so great news, but good news came from it. So I was approved for iron infusions. My insurance approved it. Now the reason why that happened is because when I went to the hematologist last week, they drew blood at the beginning of the appointment, and my iron and iron saturation was so low that my ferritin, which is your iron stores, didn't even register. And again, I was told, oh, we're surprised that you're even walking around. So I guess I just must be used to it. So yeah, so I get my first iron infusion today. It's a series of 5, yes, 5. There were several different kinds of iron infusions I could have, some that work faster and some that have less treatments, some that have one. They all varied in price. I have had this particular one before. I had iron infusions when I was pregnant with my son. I had them when I had fibroids and was waiting for surgery, and a couple other times as well. So this is nothing new to me. So I had this type, it's called Venia Pure, quite a few times, and it's the most affordable one, and it has always worked for me. And guys, I can't wait to go and get this infusion. I always feel a little bit better after the first one, and that's what I'm looking forward to. Other than that, we are in a heat wave in New Jersey, and you guys know that a lot of my conditions are made worse by the heat. So I am not having fun these last couple of days. Like I said in my which video was my last video, it was like affordable ways to have fun and stay cool in the summer. You can sweat like standing still. Thankfully, the temperature is supposed to be much lower today, and it is supposed to rain tonight, which will bring down the temperature significantly. And it's only supposed to be like in like the high 60s, low 70s tomorrow. So for the past couple days, I haven't really been feeling very well. The air conditioning in my home would work fine if I could have all of them on at once. Unfortunately, I think I mentioned to you guys, I can't because the electric is pretty old and the circuit breaker pops when we put on a third one. It's not that we're overloading it, it's just that it's not really set, well, we are overloading it, I guess. It's just that it's not set up to handle that much. And that stinks because when it was 108 degrees outside, it was literally 89 degrees in my house the other day. I have my kitchen AC on because that's next to my sister's room, and I'm trying to keep her as cool as possible. I can't put the living room on, and that made it a hot box in here. Upstairs where Matt has a room was pretty much off limits because it was about 120, 130 degrees. There is an air conditioner up there. It's an industrial strength one. However, when it gets to be that hot, it just doesn't do anything, or very little unless you're standing right in front of it. And again, if I turn on that one, then it pops the breaker. Each unit has enough BTUs to be able to keep each room cool. So that's not the issue. It's just we can't have them all on at once. So what I did is I put on my air conditioner at the lowest temp in my room. I've got 2 fans running in there, and well, 3 if you count the ceiling fan, and Matt and I pretty much holed up in that room because it was just unbearable. And you know, the kitchen one couldn't even keep up that well. I mean, it was significantly cooler than my living room. I could go in there and make a few sandwiches for dinner, which is what I did. You know, but other than that, it was pretty unbearable. And yesterday I had to go out and do some maintenance for the pool because Matt told me the bottom of the pool is feeling a little slimy, so I wanted to go out and brush it, put some chlorine in it, whatnot, and cover it up snugly before the rain comes, and it really throws everything off with the pH balance of the pool water. So yeah, being out for that like 20 minutes to water like the vegetables and all of that, it really did me in. You know, you don't realize like how old you've gotten, or like, you know, how significant some of your health problems are until it gets to be this hot. You know, when they say on the news, check on your neighbors who have health issues or your elderly neighbors, like, it's true, because like I felt like a raisin in the sun, really. It was awful, and I had a headache and vomiting, and not to give you guys too much TMI, but I had diarrhea, and that's not like from a virus, that's just from my body being overwhelmed by the heat. You know, and the headache is the worst thing. So, and I'm sure like the iron deficiency doesn't help. And as you all know, I break out too from the stupid sun. Not that the sun's stupid, the sun's a beautiful thing. So that's my health update. I've been really struggling for, you know, the past couple of days. I slept a lot yesterday. I haven't been able to get anything done really because it's just so unbearable. You know, if the vomiting and diarrhea doesn't stop, I may have to go to the hospital to get some fluids. I called my doctor and that's what she said. I was supposed to meet with a friend that I haven't seen since last year. He's in town. Unfortunately, I think I have to put that off because I can barely really keep my head up. So, as always, I'm sending love to you guys from New Jersey. I hope that wherever you are, it's a lot cooler than it is here. Please bear with my lack of glamour. I've been showering 2 times a day just to try to stay ahead of the heat, but you know, when you're sweating that much, it's just hard to have good hair or any of it. So, like I said, I hope you guys are cool. I hope you guys are well. And please like, share, and subscribe. Not all of my content is about my health, but I like to share with you guys because if any of you are going through similar issues, I feel that it helps you to not feel so alone, because it is hard to have chronic health issues. And I know we live in a world that's become increasingly insensitive to these things, you know, and a lot of people don't seem to care, but I care. So if any of you are going through similar issues, feel free to drop a comment below. I'd be happy to, you know, talk with you guys and exchange ideas about how to deal with these things that we all go through, you know. And I just think that it's sad that nobody seems to care anymore about other people. Where did empathy and sympathy go? There are some, you know, few people who are not like that at all and are like me and they do care, but we're becoming a rare breed, my friends. But anyway, I don't want to go on for too long. Again, have a great day, y'all. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye-bye.